happening. Check this out. If you never heard of this, um, reefer madness equals drug war sadness. You can look at this dude right here. Let's check this out. Look at this. Let's see. Come on. Here you go. Let's check out. Let's check out this. See this guy? Because of this right here. Let me bake this up. This. Oh, it's right there. They argue the prohibition of drugs will always fail. And it's like this, dude. If you look into the prison industrial complex, the music complex, there's the meeting that changed hip hop where they made a deal with prison industrial executives to promote rap music so they could get people smoking weed. And they claim the weed makes you go crazy, you go loco. I mean, now they got synthetic weed that does make people freak out and flip out and go insane in the brain and cut. So it seems, whether it could just be a psyop, man, an integrated capstone event, crisis actors. It could be also demonic possession is very possible. I mean, but I mean that's one of the reasons why, you know, they use they use like rap music, drugs. Through prohibition of something. So when they prohibitioned alcohol, it made an illegal black market for it, and basically it was like a deal to, in a way, man. It's just wealth redistribution, man, and it's a way to shift where the money's at in the economy. And then because of those changes, though, when the money gets shifted around, new agencies are developed, like the FBI was created to fight prohibition. It's really a crime against humanity, because that's literally putting a stumbling block before your brother, because it's kind of like it's corralling. You know, there's an old method of hunting where you corral the animals like to a cliff or something. You know, you narrow it, or you trap them in it, and that's kind of the way our system is designed, to where it's almost, to have anything, you almost have to break the law just to live. And that's the way it was during Prohibition. And now, they prescribe. If they're not prescribing you the drugs, then you're the enemy of the state, and you're a terrorist. That's one of the reasons I go so hard against the drug war, against the corruption, is because these frickers kicked open my fucking door, man, in gorilla monkey jackboot suits, and terrorized me and my family, basically, dude. And almost in a way, man, you know, caused great trauma in my life, and over a lie, false pretenses, because I remember watching George Bush when 9/11 happened, which was a false freaking flag operation. That he equated you, if you are a weed smoker, you are a terrorist, and that exactly is this right here. Back to, and once again, this is a perfect example of what propaganda is and how it works, and how you can sway people's projection of something. Like, in a way, it's basically it's like, watch the shadow, not the hand that creates it, in a way. Redirection, misdirection, guiding, shaping your your opinion, public opinion, in almost in a it's a form of magicianry. It's magic, witchcraft. Uh, and you right now, listen, America's got the most freaking prisoners and prisons in the world because it's a business. Listen, and once again, it really is it's slavery. It's just like they used to incriminate black people, random black people after slavery went down, and they charge them with a crime like the KKK probably did it. Then they charge the black dude for it, and then they get him building railroads till he dies. Basically, it's a form of Shanghaiing, and it is slavery. It's a different kind of slavery. It's just one form of the ugly beast that it really is, truly is. And see this, they even got this dude on there. He looks like Huxley. He looks like a magician. And like I said, this is just propaganda. And if you look, it's like this, okay? You can look Saturday morning cartoons, crack, 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 don't smoke crack, 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 crack. And it was around 85, I think, when they were doing this campaign where they were showing you videos not to smoke crack, but in a way, covertly, they actually were promoting it, that it was out. Because at that time, no one even knew about it until the Saturday morning cartoons implanted it into our brain, actually. So, and the CIA was bringing in the cocaine. There's connections to the Arkansas connection, where you can look into some politicians from Arkansas, how they were involved in the cocaine trafficking trade during that time era. Like, you also got this dude Rick Ross that gets out of prison, and he's like, basically he was selling crack for the government and he didn't know it. Which it's cool when people come out and whistleblow like that. I mean, how deep it is. So, I mean, if it's all our fault, we're the ones doing it. It's like, I heard someone make a great point. Which black person in the hood has a plane to bring in the shit? So who's bringing this shit in and how? And then you start to look. It's just like right now with the new stuff out, the lab stuff. It's like basically this stuff was leaked out onto the internet by the government, and they have the companies like Halliburton. I seen this video. It was propaganda. It was about tweakers. And the company is related to Halliburton that is making this drug war, get the terrorist campaign where they got these people on it. And I was like, damn, it had Val Kilmer narrating it. And I was like, dude, this is a freaking propaganda film. And it's like, unless you realize, if you knew what propaganda was and how it was used, and then you see, it's like, wait a second. It's the Merovingian, you arm both sides of the war. So the drug war, it isn't the cop or the criminal. There's a third party who engineers it all, and they profit from it, and they set it up. So either you got to go to the government and get your medication, or you go to the streets, and ultimately you're dealing with them, and it's like they get to operate from within, play both sides with impunity, and then actually you get the mafia who infiltrates all these organizations and totally subverts them into parasitic, carcinogenic, pathogenic, freaking organizations. And it's all a big sham. It's a big scam. It's a big fraud. It's just a complex form of slavery. When it's pressure from above and below, it's problem, reaction, solution. It's false flaggery. It's gossiping. It's like on the Goodfellas, when the dude, he gave his trucks to the Italians, but he runs in and says, "Niggers stole my truck." And that's really what they do. That's real shizzle. That's the game. That's really what they do. That's what a false flag patsyism really is. It's just a criminal tactic. Like the word mafia means Mussolini authorizes, fires, insurance, and something else. But it's something to that effect. So it's just it's a extortion and racketeering. It's RICO. It's conspiracy, organized crime. That's really what conspiracy is a term from. It's a law term. It's not an internet theory. It's a law terminology when a couple people in advance, like a premeditated murder, that's just one person. But if it was two people who planned a premeditated murder, that turns into a genuine freaking conspiracy. That's not theory. That's the actual terminology that that high officials and the PBSs, the professors and bullshit, should know these things, but for some reason they're always silent on these issues. They don't. They want to talk politics, they don't want to talk Machiavelli. They don't want to talk the Prince. They just want to talk their bullshit because they profit from it and they're complacent in it. And most people, they get you rooting for them like they're the good guys, but they're really supplying both sides of the freaking game, and you're getting pimped in the middle. And with your support and consent, you know what I'm saying? So in a way, you're taking this bait and you're helping keep the boogeyman alive that never really was there. You're helping hide. You're running interference for the Wizard of Oz.